What's up everyone, it's me Alch, and are you poor right now? Can you not even run Alch and go Strat? Well, worry not, it is no Alch and go Strat. You'll be able to make around 10 divines per hour without even alching your map. You just put a blank map in and you go. They do need to be at least T14, ideally T16s, but you know, it's super easy, right? You just go in, you kill the mercenary and you kill the boss and you get out. It's super fast, super easy. And on top of all of this, you'll be able to easily farm some decent mercenaries, right? For example, look at this guy, Zealotry, Summons Hitterbot. This is the one I'm running right now. I also got the Kineticist with Haste, Inspiring Cry, and Elemental Weakness, really good. And we also got this guy here with Zealotry and Wrath. You'll be able to get probably even better. I think I got a bit unlucky on the ones I got. But yeah, this strat, only thing you need is to do decent boss damage. But like, that's map boss, not like boss like Shaper. No, just a map boss. You just need to be able to kill a map boss in like 20 seconds. That's not asking too much, right? So yeah, it's super easy. It's gonna be blank, so the boss should be extremely easy for you to kill. As long as you can clear T16, you can run this strat easily. Now, before I actually explain the strat further, let's actually go into the profits. So this is quite a decent strat. This is actually the profits I got from 100 runs of running this. You basically run 10 runs, you go to Kirak, you can do the Witness, because you're running them with Maven Witness, right? You can run without, but you'll make a bit more profit if you do, and again, it's a white map, it's not that difficult. So every 10 maps, it takes you around 10 to 15 minutes. So assuming you're taking on average 12.5 minutes, you'll be able to run 100 maps in 2 hours, basically, right? This stash tab is the bulk profit I make, and then we have this that I had to manually price because the Wealthy Exile cannot price this quite yet. So yeah, let's actually go into the Wealthy Exile now that I mentioned it. Oops, this comes after. So this is the Wealthy Exile, right? We made a bunch of profit. We made 80 divines from just currency alone. You got a couple of divines. You can get them from I think I got 3 from drops and 2 from exiles. I actually missed the third one because I got one shot by the exile. Sometimes you will, sometimes you just have modifiers like ignore defensives and stuff like that, and they just won't tap you, and it's like that, so what can you do? But yeah, we made a good amount of profits. Just, look at the amount of chaos we got. We got almost 100 chaos as well. We got a bunch of random currency as well. You get a bunch of cluster jewels because you also running the delirium. You just run it up to 4 tiers most of the time. You just go into the delirium, find the mercenary and the boss. A lot of times, if I see it's a mercenary I can easily take on, for example, if it's a Chaos mercenary, since I'm running Chaos inoculation, I can just run it without dismissing the fog. If it's a harder one, I just dismiss the fog and whatever, right? You don't make as much profit from the delirium, but it's better to not die, I would say. Now, you also make a good amount of profit just from raw maps alone, right? As you can see, 2 divine zeros just from our maps, another 120 chaos from Elder, a couple more from Shaper, and a couple more from Conquerors, right? You make a bunch of profit just from maps, and random uniques and stuff doesn't really matter too much. That's not... You get a bunch from fragments as well, by the way. Surprisingly enough. I guess it's mostly the Simulacrum. Yeah, it's mostly the Simulacrum, but hey, you still make a good amount of profit there. Anyway, on top of this profit you see here, we also have a bit more profit that I kind of showed us a bit earlier. You can get some decent rares. I only got 3 of them and they are not that big of a deal. There's like 2 of them that are like 10 to 20 chaos and another one that's like 40, 50-ish. It's not that big of a deal. I even got a rare that had a rarity, a helmet with rarity on top on the implicit. I'm not even counting that in because I think, first of all, that's not realistic. Second of all, it's hard to price or whatever. You also get a bunch of chisels, right? These chisels, if they are the currency or the scarab one, they're worth a good amount. And then you also get a bunch of originator maps. This one, they can sell between 15 to 25 chaos. If it's a good layout, if it's a good map, you can even sell it for like 30 chaos. But I'm just averaging out to 20 per map. So I got 13 of them, so 1.7 divines is mostly what you get. Anyway, I'm not counting these 3 into the profit calculations for, you know, the 10 divines I'm talking about, right? You could say this is like a 11, 12 divine per hour, but I'm just being a bit more realistic. I can't say the word, goddamn. Realistic here. So, you know, even if you're a bit slower, you cannot do it in 2 hours, it takes 3 hours, you're still gonna have close to 10 divines per hour, which is, you know, maybe you'll go down to 8, but hey, if you can't go fast, you don't make as much profit, right? That's the name of the game. Go fast, make more money. But actually going to the strat right now. Let's close this out. The Atlas strat is quite simple. You're gonna you want to take all of these nodes up here, right, for the map drops. Increasing that map drops, you can get some. I also didn't cover. You saw like 10 chaos from unique maps. It's all of the synthesized maps here, right? You also get again a bunch of Elder and Shaper Guardians, and you might get a couple of Conquerors from that. Other than that, you're just taking Nico first of all, right? The reason you're taking Nico is because it gives you speed when you pick this up, right? It's all about speed. So you just take that, get some speed. You also take all the map nodes you see here. One of the reasons for that, it's simply because you kind of want to sustain. With this, you can sustain the maps you have. You can even, if you want to optimize this strat, you want to look for maps actually I have this noted down here. You want to look for maps like, for example, City Square, Meza, that have the boss in. You can easily find the boss. You just go to the center, you get the boss, kill it super fast, and then you just have to find the mercenary, right? Or you can go to layouts like Dunes, Jungle Valley, or Canyon, which are pretty straightforward for you to go to the boss, and you will almost always pass through the mercenary going to the boss, which is really nice. Maps like that are great for this strat, so if you actually want to maximize this strat, you should put those on your chosen maps, and you can mostly just farm them that way. I don't think you can grid out the singular focus. Maybe you can once you get all the favorite map nodes unlocked. I don't have them, so I cannot run that right now. But if you do, maybe you can do that. Anyway, the other thing we want is shrines, right? We have 2 shrines on the map, and there's a good possibility you'll get the speed shrine, which just zooms you through the map, right? Like one in every 3 maps or so you'll get the speed shrine, and that will just make it super easy. Other than that, again, just Quant and Delirium as well. Don't forget it, right? You're getting a bunch of Delirium here. You can also block things you don't want Scarabs of, because as you saw, you got a couple of currency from Scarabs as well, which is great. And other than that, you just take a bunch of map nodes, right? As you can see, all of this is taking the additional map, because I'm just trying to increase the amount of maps I drop so I can sustain this strat. And as you saw, you even made some profit on the maps. All of the maps I run, I used 10 at the beginning, right? And then I just self-sustained all through the strat. At the end, I took 10 out so you could have a good approximation of the profit, right? Not like it would make much of a difference, but yeah. Again, that's just the strat. You'll be able to easily do this with any character that can handle T16. It's not too complicated. Let me actually, for you guys, so, you know, this is the full strat, right? Take a print screen or whatever if you want. You can just, yeah. Again, that's the strat there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if this strat works for you. Again, to be fair, my character is a bit too strong for this strat. I just thought about it, and I actually needed better mercenaries because my mercenaries were garbage. So I just, yeah, why the hell not? I don't want to fight strong mercenaries, so I'm like, I'm just gonna run the maps blank. And then I remember, yeah, I'm gonna be killing the boss, might as well farm some maps there. And, you know, accidentally discover this. It's not the strongest strat. You can probably, you know, there are better strats out there that will give you much more divines per second, but those strats kinda need you to use scarabs, need you to have a strong-ish character. This one doesn't, right? This is, as long as you can kill the map boss, you'll be able to do this strat. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Leave me a like and maybe a sub if you enjoyed this strat and you made some currency with us. And yeah, see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye, guys.